Hey guys, this is Ackley SamAttack4427 here with a very special video for all of you guys, and yeah, kind of makes sense that we're gonna go ahead and go for pretty much another one of these videos we're about now, because yeah, pretty much this ongoing theme of course me doing videos revolving around my past and stuff. I guess it's actually a common theme that I would do for this channel for sure, and I guess for the subject of today's video, it's actually no exception right about now. So yeah. Now, before I can actually get right on to the main theme of course, this video for sure, I want to, of course, address one simple thing real quick before we begin. First off is, of course, well, pretty much given for the fact that I've been having these business cards for sure, to which, yeah, you can definitely see the one that I currently have for sure that I got. I've held on to it for 5 years now, alongside plenty of others that I've been wanting to give away for sure. Well, believe it or not, that is actually about to change right about now, because, yeah, just earlier today, yeah, go ahead and be in absolute delight of this, because behold, I present to you my business cards version 2.0. So yeah, just earlier today, I've of course was lucky enough to make myself and get some really awesome brand new business cards for my YouTube channel for sure, to which you can definitely see on the front. It actually has a brand new logo for my channel, to which yeah, I'll go more into depth and of course in one of my future update videos very soon. And on the back, it actually lists all the links and of course my social media and of course my email address right along on the back for sure. So yeah, I was of course lucky enough to get a brand new set of business cards for my YouTube channel, which of course yeah, this one I've got from of course this one of course 4 boxes that I got straight off of Vistaprint for sure, to which yeah, you can definitely see on the box, yeah, it definitely says Vistaprint on the side. So yeah, I was lucky enough to actually get those earlier today when I'm actually recording this video. Yeah, and I gotta say, I'm really impressed with how well they've turned out for sure. And yeah, and I guess if anything, I am shooting to, of course, pretty much start giving those out at my next convention that'll be coming up in a couple of months from now, to which again, I'll discuss more in a future update video pretty much later on for sure. So, but yeah, I just need to get these, I just want to address this real quick before I can actually get right on to, of course, the main subject in this video right about now. So yeah, pretty much if anything, my pretty much these old business cards, they'll become a thing of the past right about now, and they're not making their way to, of course, make room for these for sure. So yeah, long story short, massive changes coming to my YouTube channel, pretty much right about now, and especially for what I've got planned for next year right about now. But yeah, I just need to address this right about now, because yeah, again, those are some really nice new business cards I got. So yeah, I guess with all that said and done, yeah, enough about me talking about my new business cards right about now. Let's get right on to the main subject of today's video. Alright, so now that we actually got that out of the way, I think it makes sense that we can go ahead and talk about the main subject for today's video right about now. Now, usually in the past several videos that I would talk about, I will of course discuss on some memories that I've had while of course working on several of my projects for sure. But for this one right about now, I've decided to make an exception and actually discuss my experience being a part of a certain video series that was done by one of my friends for sure. That, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really fun to do for sure, even if it didn't last very long for sure. So yeah. And of course, if you know me from, of course, several of his videos that he has done past the present for sure, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But for those who don't right now, I think it's about time that in honor of course, pretty much it's 11th or 12th anniversary, yeah, I think given to his post that he's put up onto the community tab on his YouTube channel, it is most certainly its 12th year for sure. We're actually going to be talking about a certain video series that one of my friends, Trainboy54, actually did that I'm not ashamed to admit I was a part of for sure, so yeah, I guess if anything, that's of course what I'm going to be talking about here today, and yeah, pretty much if anything, that's a video project that I was a part of that my friend Trainboy54 actually made, is of course a little nice series that he's done on his channel, pretty much aside from of course his Thomas parody series, Tommy and Trackmaster TNF, and that being, of course, pretty much Trainboy54's Adventures of Phineas and Ferb. Yes, I'm not even kidding, that was indeed a real thing back then, and yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I was indeed a part of the hag for sure, so yeah, and I guess seeing of how it has been about 10, 11, or 12 years since after he's done that said series that he's sadly no longer making for sure, I think it's about time that I would pretty much discuss my memories of course, being a part of that said show, and boy, there's a lot to reflect back on, and I'll do my best to talk about as much as I can for sure, so yeah, I guess if anything, that's of course what I'll be talking about here today, so yeah, I guess if anything, in terms of course Trainboy54 in general, yeah, truth be told, I think I've actually came to know him right around 2011 for sure, pretty much being pretty much a regular old subscriber to him, but I guess since 2011, since he and I have been talking, we've actually became very close friends for sure, and yeah, I guess if anything, I have been in several of his video projects for sure, and I still do even to this day for sure. I'm not ashamed to admit that for sure, but that is pretty much what I can say. So yeah, I guess if anything, I'll probably go more into depth on, of course, several of projects revolving around his Thomas series, Tommy and Trackmaster TNF, in a later video for sure, but I want to mainly focus mainly on his adventures of Phineas and Ferb for sure, so yeah. Pretty much around the time he actually first started it, and especially seeing of how he's pretty much grown that series in popularity for sure, pretty much when he first started on his original channel to especially bring it back in his second channel, which has now been since terminated alongside his original channel for sure. I'm not ashamed to admit, I think pretty much what he's done for his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb is actually not that bad for sure. I think pretty much of anything, yeah, I think I know for sure a lot of people are going to think otherwise for sure, but hey, I guess either or actually sounds good, but pretty much all it is of course, pretty much of anything, since I know Trainboy54 has been a long-time fan of Phineas and Ferb for quite a long time, and yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit, I too was a fan of that show when it first aired on Disney Channel for sure. Pretty much of anything, I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, given for the fact that the show is called Trainboy54's Adventures of Phineas and Ferb, yeah, by that, you would think Trainboy54 would actually make a Thomas the Tank Engine version of Phineas and Ferb for sure, almost sort of similar to what he's done with his Tommy and Trackmaster TNF series. But in actuality, however, it's basically pretty much a regular old episode of the Phineas and Ferb TV show, but with Trainboy54 inserting in for sure, so yeah, pretty much given for what I say, it is your typical crossover series on YouTube for sure, but yeah, pretty much if anything, yeah, I don't need to say anything else. It's pretty much exactly that. Just Trainboy54 insert it into pretty much episodes of Phineas and Ferb for sure. So yeah, I guess if anything, pretty much of anything, for what is, I actually didn't think it was that bad for sure. I mean, sure, I guess from pretty much stepping aside from the whole YouTube thing, I would definitely prefer the actual Phineas and Ferb TV show for sure, given, yeah, pretty much in general for sure, but from what Trainboy54 has done, sure, it does have a few hiccups and slip-ups for sure, but other than that, that never stopped John from, of course, making more episodes for sure, as pretty much of anything, it is indeed one of his most popular shows that he's done, stepping aside from Tommy and Trackmaster TNF, let alone a whole series of videos that he has done on his YouTube channel for quite a long time now, so yeah. I guess if anything, from when he actually first started to where he is right now, his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series, I know for sure has been quite popular for some time, so yeah. And I guess a lot of you guys may be wondering, what does that have to do with me, you may ask? Well, believe it or not, I think seeing how I have came out of course, making a really strong debut as within the final episodes of Season 2 of Tommy and Trackmaster TNF. I think, if anything, pretty much, I think John actually DM'd me on YouTube asking if I can actually be a part of his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb, and yeah, I guess if anything, I actually agreed to actually do so, and pretty much my first appearance in that series for sure actually came around December of 2011 with the episode The Necessary Roughness, which, yeah, I won't lie, is not that bad of a debut for me, but I know for sure I could have done a whole lot better for sure in terms of course, pretty much my style of acting in that episode, let alone my camera shots that I've incorporated into it. So yeah, not that bad of a start for, of course, that series for sure, but hey, I still pulled through. I did give it everything that I can give, and in the end, I say I did fine for my first time debuting that series, so yeah, I guess it's what I can say for that part. But that's not the only thing that actually did kickstart, of course, my time for pretty much my time with, of course, his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb. No. I think for me personally, that would actually come into one episode that I was hoping to actually do for sure, that actually did come around sometime later, and that being, of course, The Great Indoors, and I have to say, unlike, of course, pretty much my time at being a part of The Necessary Roughness for his series, pretty much where, of course, where I was giving a whole set of lines for me to do, and just send them off to John to put into the episode itself. For The Great Indoors, I actually did do something massively different, and that being, of course, I actually did film myself improvising lines for sure, and of course, John actually did find a way to, of course, actually work that into the episode for sure, and in the end, I say it came out fantastic in my opinion, and yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit it, that is without a doubt one of my favorite episodes that John has put out for his Phineas and Ferb Adventures series, that, yeah, I guess it's what I can say on that, and yeah, it's definitely probably without a doubt my favorite episode that I've done in his series for sure, and it's probably one of the proudest ones I've actually done for sure, So yeah, and since then, I've actually been popping up more and more for sure, given to what John has actually done. Like, of course, since I actually mentioned For Necessary Roughness, I think that too was, of course, incorporated into several other episodes as well. Like, of course, Phineas and Ferb Interrupting, The Lemonade Stand, and yeah, plenty more that I could list at the top of my head for sure. And of course, improvising lines to to do for John, so that way he can actually work that into, of course, his series for sure, given to what I've sent to him. That, pretty much with what I did in the Great Indoors, that too was, of course, incorporated into later episodes that I was soon a part of for sure, like, of course, Put That Putter Away, The Best Lazy Day Ever, which is also one of my favorites for sure, and of course, Bolorama Drama, again, just to name a few, and let's not forget to mention the 50th episode of that show, The Chronicles of Meep, and I'm not ashamed to admit there was like way more lines that I've actually improvising that episode, but John has actually made the right decision in cutting out good chunks that I didn't know what I was thinking for saying around that time, and yeah, I guess in the end, it still turned out really good, in my opinion, and yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit it, that it was indeed a fine moment for me being part of it for sure, and yeah, I guess it's just to name a few right about now, and in fact, not to mention, given for what I've actually said, I'm not ashamed to admit it, I've actually appeared in way more episodes of course, John's Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series, probably way more than any other YouTuber that had John decided to bring in around the time the show was, of course, around for sure. Like, of course, Tuckinator 15, I Love Trains 323, and not to mention a few of my friends that were also a part of it as well. Like, of course, Sam the Thomas Fan 1, D. Coleman H, and even my girlfriend, Melody. So yeah, I guess if anything, out of all the people that actually got to be a part of Trainboy54's Phineas and Ferb series, I actually appeared in that series way more for sure, and yeah. And yeah, I guess I seem to have lost count on, of course, how many episodes of Trainboy54's Phineas and Ferb series that I was a part of for sure, but hey, since I know John actually did make that series during the time it was around on his YouTube channel, I bet he would actually know way more than I do for sure, but yeah, I guess it's what I can say for, of course, that part right about now, and yeah, it's what I can say. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much the best that I can say for sure, and yeah, I guess with everything that I've actually said for sure, I can tell pretty much around the time I was, of course, a part of that series. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was, of course, really proud to actually be part of that series for sure. Again, does his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series has a lot of problems, as well as, of course, hiccups and slip-ups? Yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit that for sure, but for what it is, I still think I did have a fun time being a part of it for sure, and not to mention a good number of people who actually know me for sure would actually know for sure that I was indeed a part of his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb for sure, which, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is actually quite true for sure, but I wouldn't necessarily say that is probably the most noble work that I was a part of for sure. No, I know for sure that there's plenty other video projects that I have done that I'm actually way more proud of than John's Phineas and Ferb series entirely for sure. So yeah. Currently, as of right now, I think as of 2014, for sure, John has officially ended his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series, due for the fact that pretty much has been plagued with, of course, copyright issues with Disney that currently owns the rights to Phineas and Ferb for sure, So, yeah. I guess it is such a shame that it actually ended after, of course, that trouble for sure. But hey, for what it is, I knew for sure that all good things has to come to an end for sure. And yeah, like I said, I say it was definitely fun to be a part of it for sure. And that actually did influence me to, of course, pursue other video projects for sure. And pretty much a couple of which I actually did take notes from, of course, John's Phineas and Ferb series. I mean, hell, if it wasn't for Trainboy54's Phineas and Ferb crossover series, that thing actually, yeah, I guess it actually would have inspired me and Sam the Thomas Fan 1 to actually create Thomas's Adventures with Sam the Thomas Fan 1 and Ackley TAC4427. Boy, quite a long name to actually say in one breath, but you know what I mean. So yeah, if it wasn't for John's Phineas and Ferb series, that would have at least inspired me and Sam to actually make me and Sam's Adventures with Thomas the Tank Engine, to which yeah, currently as of right now, it has long since ended because, yeah, mainly because Sam the Thomas Fan 1 is currently inactive as we speak, and we don't know when he'll pop back up again. And for me, I did feel incredibly burned out for sure, but hey, I know for sure that it's still one video series that I'm really glad to actually make for sure alongside my buddy Sam for sure, and yeah, since then, even though it has long since ended, pretty much all the episodes from season 3 of course, yeah, pretty much. Excuse me. So yeah, all the episodes from, of course, all 3 seasons of that said show are still currently up on my second channel for sure, and many of which have been still gaining a lot of viral attention nowadays, and still going strong now, to which, yeah, I will say thank you all so much for the hang. It really means a whole lot, and yeah. Let's not forget to mention, pretty much going on to the, back onto the subject of course, John's Phineas and Ferb series. Pretty much around the same time, me and Sam were actually working on, of course, our Adventures with Thomas the Tank Engine series. I also took the opportunity to do my own Adventures of Phineas and Ferb for sure, which sadly doesn't have the strong impact as John's Phineas and Ferb series, and has indeed been canceled after I did 1 season and 1 special of that said show for sure, but needless to say, I did try my best and give it all I've got for sure, and in the end, it actually did turn out fine for sure. And I will say this, speaking about my own Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series, pretty much of anything, the special that I did, that of course concluded my own Adventures of Phineas and Ferb, Isabella and the Bubble Boys, which all it is just basically a combination of course, Bubble Boys and Isabella and the Temple of Sab, actually is somehow a bit connected to Trainboy54's Phineas and Ferb series that he did. So yeah, pretty much of anything, my own Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series that I did, with of course its special, actually is somehow connected to John's Phineas and Ferb series for sure. Let that sink in right about now, so. But yeah, needless to say, even though I actually only did a couple of projects after picking up inspiration from John's Phineas and Ferb series, I still look back on John's series for sure, and know for sure that, yeah, it does have issues, yes, but it was still a fun ride regardless. So I guess the only question now is that now that pretty much John's Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series has long since ended, and especially seeing of how all the episodes that he's done is no longer viewable on YouTube, I think where did John go from here, and where did I go from here? Well, I guess if anything, I think I know for sure John is actually doing fine over here, but now posting videos on, of course, his new channels for quite some time now, and he has indeed put a lot of his focus mainly on his Tommy and Trackmaster TNF series, as well as, of course, his custom trains and everything for sure. And as for me, I'm still carrying on as normal, posting videos on both of my channels entirely, and still giving out everything that I've got for sure. So Yeah, which is why, of course, for the past several years following up the ending of course, John's Phineas and Ferb series, I'm still carrying out as, of course, normal. I'm still doing videos revolving around Thomas and plenty of other shows that I've done. I've still been going out to conventions and putting together some really awesome cosplays for sure, as well as, of course, review movies and TV shows as normal. So yeah, I guess if anything, we have been carrying on as normal for sure, and yeah, like I said, since after John's pretty much first and second channel was indeed terminated because of copyright, I guess it is currently unknown for what yeah, I wouldn't necessarily unknown, but it's very unlikely that John might actually re-upload his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series, but I know for sure, given to a post that he's put up on his channel, looking back on some fond memories on it, I know for sure that he did have a fun ride making his Phineas and Ferb series entirely, so... And I wouldn't necessarily blame him for sure. That too was, of course, fun to do, So yeah, and of course, before all of you guys ask, yes, I am fully aware that pretty much a small portion, not entirely, just a small portion of course, episodes of his Phineas and Ferb series has indeed been re-uploaded by other users on YouTube, and especially his music video on, of course, his take on the ThomasFan1 really useful engine, except he called it, he's Phineas and Ferb's best friend, the Trainboy54's song. Yeah, that one too has indeed also been re-uploaded not too long ago, which, yeah, I won't lie, actually propelled John to, of course, even more viral attention given to all that, so... But regardless, it is currently unlikely, of course, on whether or not John will actually re-upload his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series for sure. In fact, I think it is best if he doesn't entirely to avoid any risk of a copyright strikes for sure, let alone having another one of his channels terminated for sure. But I do think that's probably for the best for sure. Hell, I dare even say that for my own Adventures of Phineas and Ferb, I made the smart move and, of course, decided not to put it up on YouTube and did actually rely on other platforms to try and put it up. Like, of course, I did try Daily Motion, which didn't last very long, and I later tried VidMe, which, again, didn't last very long, until I've officially decided to let my own Adventures of Phineas and Ferb give a proper home for sure on Google Drive, so yeah, needless to say, I guess if anything, it's what I can say for my own Adventures of Phineas and Ferb for sure, and yeah, it seems like I highly doubt I'll ever put it up on YouTube for sure, but I do think it's for the best, and yeah, same thing for John's series. It is very unlikely John will actually put his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series back online, but I do think it's for the best. But I guess if anything, if he actually probably would take notes on what I did and maybe re-upload his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series on, let's say, BitChute, or of course did what I did and put it up on Google Drive for sure, and sure with everyone that he knows, then I guess chances are there could be a chance that it could be exactly that. But for now, I think if anything, his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series would probably be saved somewhere in his archives for sure, and of course, if anything, the entirety of his Phineas and Ferb series has indeed been considered lost me as we speak, but only time will tell if the entirety will actually be back online for sure, but we'll leave that for the future to decide on that. But for now, looking back on what I've actually done for sure, I'm really glad to actually be a part of it for sure, and yeah, I couldn't help but thank Trainboy54 for actually letting me be a part of his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series. Like I said, it does have a few hiccups and slip-ups, but I'm still really proud to actually be part of it for sure, and yeah, I still couldn't help but thank John for, of course, let me be a part of it for sure, and I still hope to continue on with plenty more projects that he's got lined up for sure. So whatever one that he's got that would involve my help for sure, I will most certainly do that right about how it's still well worth it for sure, and especially has been a long time since his Adventures of Phineas and Ferb series ended, but if anything, I think it's still well worth it regardless. And I guess on that thought, that'll pretty much do exactly that. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and of course, as usual, let me know in the comment section below if you have fond memories of Trainboy54's Phineas and Ferb series and how you feel about it, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty of other social media sites I have provided with, of course, the links down in the description box below if you want to keep up to date with me with every single thing that I do. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to videos that I got coming up in the near future, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of on my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications, so that way you'll be notified once I upload a brand new video. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and don't worry, I still got plenty more that I want to get out for sure, including some new thoughts videos that I wanted to do for some time. So yeah, I'll let you know once they actually do pop up for sure, just to give more fuel to my channel for sure. So yeah, I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.